So welcome back guys, this is Shaurya and now in this video I am going to tell you about one of the most important topic, and that is series completion. So what I am going to do is, starting from this video I am going to take both paper 1 and paper 2 forward. This is a topic of paper 1 and it is common to almost all of the net participants. This series completion will fetch around 1 to 2 questions, a minimum of 1, a maximum of 3. 1 to 3 questions a series completion will fetch, and 2 questions are generally that everyone finds out in their paper. So we have to find an approach and crack these 2 questions, which will definitely fetch us good 4 marks. So basically there are 3 types of question in this series completion, and step by step I will tell you how to tackle each of these questions. Type 1, type 2 and type 3. So let's move on to these type of questions. So first of all we have type 1 questions. In this type 1 questions, what you will do is you will get a missing series. You have to guess this number which will arise here. So, and this will fetch you 2 marks if such kind of questions arise. And also you have to find out a reasoning that will lead to the formation of this number. For example, let us take this reasoning. अब हम रीजनिंग के बाद सबसे पहले हमने ये देखा 7 to 12, a gap of +5. Okay, then 12 to 19, a gap of +7. Now what we should do so that we should get this missing number? If we add 9 plus 9, what it will become? It will fetch 28. Okay, and 28 plus 11, this is 39. So what we can say is that our series is consistent. That means that the answer is 28. It is because plus 5, then we add 2, 7, 9, 11 and then 39. So this is a kind of type 1 question in which you will get a series and you have to find out the logic, and this logic will be very simple like this, and based on it you will get 4 options and 1 option will be the answer. Now in the type 1 question there is another variant. Here you will be given a such kind of series. For example, it could be an arithmetic progression series, it could be a geometric progression series, it could be a harmonic progression. However, arithmetic progression and geometric progressions are much more common, and I haven't seen any kind of harmonic progression question. So basically this, you can see that this is 7, this is 14, this is 28. What can you see? 14 by 7, this is 2. Similarly 28 by 14, this is 2. Then what you can see is that it is a kind of geometric progression series. In this case, A equals to 7. This is because we have got the first term as 7, and the R, that is common ratio, it is equivalent to 2 as we have find out, and we have to find out the 10th term. Similarly apply the formula A R to the power n minus 1. This means 7 into 2 to the power 10 minus 1. This means 7 into 2 to the power 9. 7 into 512, that is equivalent to 5 7s are 35, 3582. This is your answer. So this is type 1 question and the second variant. If you want to practice more questions, I have shared a link in my video. You can definitely go and practice more questions through that link. Now we should move on to type 2 question. This is wrong number question. In this type of question, what you will be given, you will be given a series and you have to find out a number which is occurring wrong. This means that एक series दे रखी होगी और एक गलत number. So you have to find out the wrong number if they're on that series. For example, let me see that question. 7. First number is 7. Second is 28, 63, 124, 214, 342. So at the first beginning, you can see that there is a difference of 21, then there is a difference of 35, then 61. So this means that the series is not consistent if we move on with our logic. So in this case we have to find some kind of new logic. Now let's see that new logic. Well, you have seen something called cubes. So applying the cube. For example, 2 to the cube of 2 is 8. If we subtract 1, then it becomes 7. So 2 k cube minus 1 is 7. Now 28. If we subtract 3 cube and 1 with it, so 3 cube minus 1 is 26. However, it is 28. So this could be our wrong term. However, we are not sure it is because we do not know that whether our logic that we are applying is still correct or not. Move on to the next question at 63. 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. 4 cube is 64. Minus 1, 63. This is consistent. Now 5 cube is 125. Minus 1, 124. Okay. 6 cube is 216. Minus 1, 215. Okay. 7 cube is 343. Minus 1, 342. So 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, 6 cube, 7 cube. And subtracting 1. So you can see that apart from 28, this second term, all of these terms are consistent as per our logic. So this means that 28 will be our missing term. And this is our answer. This is type 2 question. Now there is another type which is very much common in NET papers, and this is alphabet series. In this type of questions, what you will be given some kind of alphabets, and you have to predict the next alphabet series. Like you are predicting in case of number series, and this time you will be getting alphabet series. And this is mind my words, it is very common. Every year it fetches one question. YEB, WFT, UHG, SKI, question mark. So first is Y. Next WXY. This means that if we subtract 2 from Y, we get W. Now VU, again subtracting 2, U. Again subtracting 2, minus 2, we get S. So if we subtract 2 from S, then this means that R, Q, R. That means we will get Q. So in which of the options we have got Q? A, B and D. And C option is totally wrong, because if we subtract 2 from S, we will get Q. Next we move on to the second term, E. After E we get F. That means plus 1. After F we get H. This means plus 2. And if in here in this case, if it is plus 3, then we will get plus 4. So H, I, J, K. This means this is plus 3. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. This means that in the next word it will be plus 4. So plus 4. So plus K, L, M, N, O. This means O will be our second term. So our in A, B and D, in which O is the second term? A. So this A will be our answer. So this is a kind of type 3 question. So I have told you all the basic 3 types that can be occurring in this series completion questions. And I'm sure that if you practice such types, you will definitely be able to crack all the 2 questions. Also, I have, like I have mentioned earlier, that I have made a blog, and on this blog you will get many more questions like this of series completion. Kindly do practice it. It would be good for your benefit. And then happy preparing.